Jamie's not giving you love in all of the ways, do you not feel fulfilled?
Do we need therapy?
Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top.
My baby don't mess around because she loves you so, and this I know for sure.
Our backup dancer
Jasmine's getting into
I'm
it.
into it.
Wait, for the live show, we should start it off that way and then surprise everyone with a full backup dancing crew.
Whoa.
Okay, you're
Expensive.
it's not a surprise anymore.
We're still deciding if we could even do a fucking tour bus.
We bring out Zuni and Jasmine, and they just
Yeah, we didn't say they had to be professional. I just said backup dancers.
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
We're talking about love languages, and
Yeah, right before we were like, we have to press start right now.
and we were basically just saying what works for us and what doesn't, and what your love languages are. And go ahead.
No, we were saying that because Murph asked me and Vic what ours were, and we had said that yours are pretty.
Mine is all of them.
But like because you were like, what's the
I was
top
like,
two?
no, everyone's is all of them.
But it's like hers are genuinely, other than like gift giving or whatever that one is, like hers is
They're all equal.
so equal and so important, and like not one exceeds the other, in my opinion. I mean, you tell me, it's your life. But.
No, I think that's very accurate, and I know that's probably so annoying.
Can I?
No, it's not annoying.
Yeah, can I ask? So, like, if you're not getting all of them, like, if Jamie's not giving you love in all of the ways, do you not feel fulfilled?
Good question, baby.
Wait, like, I think I need more context. Like, in a day or like.
I think on a whole, because that's the thing.
Yeah,
Love
on the
languages is
whole.
normally like what makes you feel fulfilled. And so
I
if you
mean-
require all of them, that would mean that if you're not getting one, you don't feel fulfilled.
Exactly. Like, you could be getting, I don't know how many there are. There 6, 5.
I think there's
five.
Okay, so if you're getting 4 out of the 5, do you feel like something is missing?
I don't know if I would feel like something's missing because, like you said, like gift giving, like or
But
gift
3 out of the
receiving.
4 then.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, she's giving, you're so literal, Vic. It's so
I know,
cute.
sorry. I'm sorry.
She's like, no, but we already said gift.
But like, I need all the information.
Oh yeah, that's a good
So
way of
thorough.
Yeah.
I don't think I would feel unsatisfied, but I think it would depend on the day or like what's happening. Because like if it's a moment of like maybe I feel like she's off and then I also notice that she's not doing something, I'll be like, oh fuck. Like,
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I would say that's like the toughest part in not to overshare. But I would say that's probably the toughest part in our relationship. I'm really, really independent, and I put a lot of work into like being alone and being okay with like not needing the love languages because I can give them to myself when I feel that I need them. And I think that's really hard when you're in a partnership, and like it's totally on me. But yeah, like when you said like, you know, for example, when you said, sorry, that's really annoying, like that is how it must feel sometimes to you, and that's my bad, because it's not annoying. It's just I think I got so used to doing it on my own, and for me that it's really hard for me to be fully present, as we've also talked about, but like fully present and pick up when she needs that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like those two truths can exist at once, that like it's not annoying, it's just hard for me as well, and it's hard for you. So, but yeah, we were talking about being present because I don't remember the love language that started it.
Well, you said
Quality time.
Yeah, because you said your only love language that you really require is physical touch.
Yeah.
And
What?
that's
the only
shocking
one?
to me, because I feel like
That is really shocking as well.
yeah, in a relationship, it's just like
I'm like a big, like, I love nurturing. It's one of like the things that I pick up on people first. I love, as you can tell, like we joke about it because we'll be holding hands fucking halfway through a podcast,
Yeah.
realizing
even
we're
right now we're literally
touching.
cuddling.
Like I love this. Like I love, it's not about like getting massaged. It's about being touched in some kind of intimate way.
That's
especially
so
because I'm not I'm a touch me not, right? So
Ironically,
yeah. So
But you love all the touch.
yeah, in some places.
Except
but-
in the bedroom.
yeah. It's like, when she rubs my back, I feel very at peace and very calm and
Like taken care of.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's what it is. I love being taken care of. I think I didn't have a lot of nurturing my whole life, and so I know that sounds dark, but yeah, thank you. I didn't have a lot of nurturing my whole life, and so when I have it in my adult relationships, it's the first thing that I pick up on because it was the thing that I lacked the most. But quality time I didn't lack. Yeah. And like all these things, I think that it would be interesting doing like all these case studies to see what's people's
upbringing versus
versus
their
what their love language that
That's
they need
so
now is, right?
interesting.
Because I wasn't lacking in gift giving. I wasn't lacking in anything else. Oh, Megan, she's like, fuck, I need 3 out of the 4.
Wait, I've been missing a lot in my childhood.
Yeah.
5 for 5.
Yeah. No, but we started talking about how the fact that like quality time, like I don't need that because like you said I'm always scrolling on my phone typically, like and I do that. But I had said that the reason I do that is because it's actually so that everyone leaves me alone. It's not because I want to take in what's on my phone. I'm scrolling, but I'm not taking in anything on my phone. I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah, you're like, I need decompression time.
No, literally. And like,
Yeah.
if that's the only way that it's like, I was likening it to when people put their headphones on, but they're not listening to music, but they're in public, so they want to be left alone.
Yeah.
I do that with my phone where I'm just scrolling. And like, whenever somebody's talking to me, I'm literally not there. Like, I'm just physically not there. And she goes through that a lot where like, I'll be on my phone and she's like having a full fucking conversation with me. And I'm like, literally like a fucking movie. And it's infuriating for her,
Yeah.
as it should be, as it would be for anybody. But that's like what's happening. It's not an excuse, it's just an explanation. But yeah. Anyway, I'm annoying.
That's so interesting.
What? Use your words.
No, I'm laughing at how well you use yours.
Oh, okay.
It's just you just say things so perfectly.
No.
But it's very, very interesting to me that you can't even think of one other thing that you need, like, or that you require, I should say, in a relationship.
The quality time thing is like, or not quality time, the physical touch thing is so true because I'm thinking about even if we're sitting like remotely close or my leg is towards you, your first initial reaction
is
is
to
to
grab
start
and
like
squeeze.
massaging or like squeezing, like
And I'm like that
always.
with everyone. My sister,
everyone,
it's not like an intimate
yes.
thing. It's like
we're not
this-
special?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry you are.
That's all fucked up, Jim.
Maybe
Cool.
me and you a little bit.
Oh, so what about me?
Yeah, well,
Fucking
It's a
chopped
mask on
liver?
mask.
You lose some, you
know?
lose some.
Yeah. That's what they say.
Real recognize real.
But yeah, like when I'm like around, like that's the thing is like when I like my sister and I like we'll always be like, can I have a neck rub? And like we'll just always like, or when her leg's on mine, I'll like squeeze it. And like, yeah, when you guys are around or her, like whatever, like I'm always doing this because I love giving it as much as I love receiving it because that's my love language in terms of what I need and what I love to reciprocate with ease, with such fucking ease.
Yeah.
Every other love language I have such a struggle with. And like, it's like, I don't pick up on it, or when I do, I'm like, I don't want to.
okay, so then can you name 2 that you like to give or that you...
I'm a gift giver, but like not at like special occasions. Like I like spoiling people like kind of always.
Okay.
I feel
So
like
that and physical touch. Those are your top 2. I feel like you're a
No.
big words of affirmation guy.
Yeah,
I was
guess
just
I'm
about to say, I feel like you're such a words of affirmation guy. Like
Yeah.
the amount of times in a day I will hear you like compliment Vic or say something like really kind about Vic. Like I feel like it's constant.
I think my favorite thing in the world is just making people, it's not like, I don't like saying I like making people feel important. I like people knowing that they are important. Like, I think that's like how I feel about life is that like people don't understand how important they are and how valued they are because maybe they're not valued. And like, I think that's something that, but like, sorry, did that sound bad? Like maybe they don't have people around them that value them enough.
I
You
understand.
know what I
that sounded
mean?
amazing.
I understand.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like they didn't have value, and I was like,
Oh, no.
And maybe they don't deserve it.
Yeah, maybe you're a fucking piece of shit. Who knows? Yeah. No, but maybe people just don't have people around them that value them enough, and I think that a little bit goes a long way
I
often.
would do this more, but my neck is really just.
I have a solution.
I know. We kiss.
Face to face. Yeah. Oh my god, Jasmine in the corner. They kiss. Let's fucking go. Yes. Yeah. That's
Another
also
one.
That's my love language is you guys kissing. Yeah. Whatever.
So Vic, what do you give then if you require all 4, just 4 out of 5. Then what are the ones you give?
Physical touch for sure. And
That's the only one you need, apparently. So
I feel like I don't know.
You're an incredible gift giver. I'm just really annoying at receiving gifts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like flowers. And she would like, so she had never.
you want football tickets?
Exactly. Ooh. I had never received, or she had never received flowers before. And when I found
No,
that
I
out,
had never received flowers before just for
a random,
no
a random
reason.
thing.
Yeah.
Like I had gotten flowers because we had gotten into a fight, like with an ex or something.
So there was like trauma associated with the
Right.
flowers.
Yeah, so I had never like just been like given flowers because
just because.
they felt like it. And I like showed up to a hotel and she hadn't got, or you weren't there or something.
I had a meeting, but I checked in first.
Yeah,
And she
and
was
so
coming
I
to
got
meet me. I put her
there.
name on the room.
And there was like roses on the bed, which was really kind. That was the first time I'd ever gotten them.
Okay, that's romantic.
Very sweet. Sorry, very sweet.
No, it's I think whatever word you use is whatever word you need to use. But
It
that's
is
like
kinda
like
thoughtful.
she literally like she would buy me flowers, and to me, like I sound like such a fucking cunt when I say this, but like I don't like flowers. Like they give me no guttural reaction. Like I don't think that like I know that a lot of other people love flowers, and so like with people who like, let's be honest here, typically are feminine, want flowers, I'm like, oh, I love that. But for me, it does nothing for me. Like I'm never like, oh, beautiful.
I literally just asked you the other day. I'm like, because I don't really buy you flowers. I have before, but it's just like not really often. And I asked, I was like, do you even like? Oh my god. Yeah, I literally asked. I was like, do you even like flowers or like care
no,
to get
for what?
flowers? You're like, nah. And I'm like,
Literally
okay,
for
good.
what?
Good to noted going forward. I'll never spend my money on them again.
I think that's
Yeah.
what her sentiment was.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, buy me like my favorite snack. You know,
I was
Yeah,
literally gonna
like
say,
that.
tickle
means
my
more.
back
I hear
You can do it
don't
for
like
free.
doing that.
for free.
No, I feel like I have a lot of trauma with tickling. Like it's no,
It's just that's babe.
Okay, the way I word it.
I also it's not.
no, but
You know what I mean when I say all those words.
yeah, no, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh my
but
God, this-
here's my thing: is that growing
that
up,
gonna
I
fuck
was
up?
like always expected and like made to just like tickle my mom's back or like rub her feet or like do it, and it wasn't just like, oh, like an annoying amount. It was like
incessant.
incessant, and like every single person, like we'd all fucking like run from her because like no one wanted to do it. And it's also like I would do it for 5 minutes or like 10 minutes or whatever, and she'd made me stay there for like 2 fucking hours doing it. Or like if
Yeah.
I wanted to like go out or do something, I'd literally have to rub her feet for fucking 6 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like I just don't like doing it now because I feel like that like literally ruined it for me. But I'm like,
fair.
when I'm in the mood to like give a massage or whatever, like I like
You'll
that,
do it.
but it's not like, it's just not often
Oh,
because
I didn't know
just-
you've never been in the mood in 4 years to ever give a massage.
No, I said it's not that often.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's why.
That's
In
fair.
relationships, a lot of people have to do things they don't want to do.
Jesus Christ.
I'm the poster child for compromise.
Are you?
Says who?
We're in the same relationship.
Yeah.
Is this relationship in the room? With us?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I'm just kidding. You've been really good at compromising.
Call me a good boy.
You're such a good boy.
Oh, I wish I could tell the story of last night.
What story?
Oh my God, they don't
We
want
all
to be
fucked?
talked about.
oh.
We said we weren't going to say that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just spilt the beans.
Spilt the
biscuits.
beans.
Dollar beans.
So that biscuit's all over the
dollar
board.
beans. Oh no.
You do look very southern with that hair.
You know, I was trying
Your
to
little pigtails.
I was trying to channel my inner Brooke
I
Schofield.
literally, I'm not kidding. I looked at
She's
you.
been doing it, and I'm obsessed with her.
I
She's
I
iconic.
looked at you when we first sat down, and I was like, "You look like fucking Brooke right now."
It's crazy because
Stop, I'm
I was
obsessed
trying
with
to
her.
channel my inner Tana Mojo.
Same.
We're Brooke and Tana, a love story. That's so romantic.
Wow.
I really love them. Their podcast is so fucking funny, guys.
Can I be honest about something?
Oh my god.
I have
Don't-
never
I-
watched the full a full podcast ever in my life.
Maybe we should do that.
I thought you were gonna give Tana and Brooke slander, and I was about to fucking pop.
No,
you
I
in.
don't know them.
Crazy story.
You
don't know
should. They're
you.
fuck.
Maybe
Maybe
I
we
want to
should
be
all-
friends
we
with
should
them
put it on
so
the
fucking
screen
badly.
and we should put it on the screen and all watch it together. Watch an episode together.
Just watch one episode.
Okay.
It's so funny. Like we are laughing out loud the whole fucking.
But is it
time.
only funny if you know who they are?
No.
No.
Okay.
The
Okay.
stories they tell.
Can we do
they're
it after this,
The
or is
best
that-
storytellers.
is that
They're
reaching?
unhinged. They're insane. I love them.
I might be a bit tired, but we'll see. Do you
It's
see what
2
time
a.m.?
it is?
Oh my god.
It's 2:00 in the morning.
But you know what? We literally film better episodes at night than we do at the crack of dawn.
it's
like
crack or crack.
The vibes are
Crack
just
or
so
crack.
much better filming at night.
Hey, while you're
know.
up, my beer is looking real juicy. Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Can
Wahaha.
I, baby,
Maybe I could get a kiss.
can I ask you a personal question?
Vic is right there.
Vicky is right there. Do you think...
Spit it out.
Okay. The patience is
Today.
crazy. Do you think that what we just talked about, love language stuff, do you feel that it is something that you can't I'm careful with choosing my words, unlike somebody I know. Do you think that it's something that I need to shift because long term you can't sustain that, like you not getting all the love languages that you need?
Like, are you asking her to like narrow down what she needs the most?
I need you to
important?
cool it.
Or are
Don't have
you?
time.
Yeah, I need you to pick two max.
No, I'm doing the opposite. I'm taking accountability and saying, because of the fact that like I struggle with the majority of like the love languages that you need, is that not sustainable for our relationship?
I think it's
was a
not
juicy question.
I think it's not a simple answer of yes or no, because the thing is when you are present, just in general, I do get that from you. And I think the part that's tough is that more often than not, as of recent, you not being present isn't a personal thing to me.
Correct
like-
me if I'm wrong. Are you just saying that that she's capable, so it's fine?
Or the opposite?
No, I mean, I don't think it's that because she's capable, I know she's capable that it's fine. I think it's that when she has the capacity for it, she does.
But the question is her capacity enough
Well,
long
I think
term?
I think that no, I think it, I mean, like, also it fluctuates. Like, it's not a linear thing. So I don't think that there is again, like, there's just no simple answer. I think that what you give me is enough for me to still want to be with you forever.
Yeah. Like you're saying, it's not realistic to get what you want, like what,
All the time, all
yeah,
day,
have your
every day.
needs
Like,
met 24/7.
I know
like, that's
that
not realistic.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and the thing is like, I like to think for the most part that I'm a pretty. Are you about to cry?
No.
Jimmy.
Oh my god! Have you ever cried on the podcast?
No, I don't think I've ever cried in front of them.
Oh.
Maybe with my dead uncle once, but
We love you, Uncle Pete.
thanks.
Is it a good?
Thank you on his behalf.
Is this a good cry or a bad cry?
I'm just listening. Continue. I'm fine, guys.
Oh, I don't know
About me.
what I was saying.
Thank you. No, continue. I'm sorry, I'm listening. Thanks.
All the physical touch.
Yeah, we're all like,
Physical touch. Here you go.
It's a little bit of a fucking overload. I'm still dependent.
I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
No, I think that what you give me is it's enough to still like picture our lives together, and like it comes in waves, and like I'm sure me giving comes in waves. Like no relationship is going to be linear.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, like, I guess that's kind of what ties in what you were asking me. Like, if like one day I get like one of the 5 or one of the 4, like, like I'll take it.
Sakes, Victor.
We're both so infuriating.
No, but genuinely, like if I get one of the four, like I'm content.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that answered your question
And
at all.
also, I
but-
feel like some days you need like more of one thing than the other.
Yeah.
So maybe on the whole, but it's like on the days when like maybe physical touch is your biggest thing, and then she gives you that, it like really fucking fills up your cup.
You know, like when, like, just randomly, like, somebody could go like this and you're like, oh, that feels so good.
Yeah.
Like those days where it's just, you're like, yeah, like I loved it. But like in all of the love languages, like, yeah, they just like, it shows up more.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Do you still love me?
I love you more than anything in the world.
Okay.
How do you feel about what she said, Jimmy?
Wouldn't you fucking like to go? What is this, fucking Ellen?
Yeah. I'm like, we
Drew Barrymore
really
show?
need our views up, so keep that crying going. Keep the tears coming.
I think.
Nice.
How do I feel about what she said? I think probably.
smacking our gums in the mic, sorry.
I think that. Oh yeah, it's such an emotional conversation. I think the reason I'm so emotional about it always is somebody like very close to me. You get infuriated.
You're smacking in the mic.
Am I?
Stand.
Oh, she's not mad about that. He's not mad about that.
Nope, don't smack away.
Yeah.
It's the you know,
It's because
I
I'm
feel as-
thinking. It's because I'm thinking, and I think that people are too impulsive sometimes. So I just use my words.
Okay, the only thing I will say is that you often get frustrated when somebody else does it.
Yeah,
aka me.
100%.
Anytime I'm trying to tell a story and I can't spit it out, you're like, oh,
Yeah. Well, we are what we hate in others. So.
oh my god,
That was crazy.
Trademark that.
How was that for
was
quick,
crazy.
bitch?
that was amazing. I will shut up.
I think the reason I get emotional about it is because I am so aware of who I am and the good, the bad, the ugly. That somebody very close to me said that like I was in the midst of talking about how a struggle in my relationship at the time. And I was having a really hard time and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't one of those things where like I'm in the right and they're in the wrong. Like it was just like I was talking about it and kind of like serving up information so that we could dive even deeper into it. And she was like, this is a family member. And she was like, yeah, I mean, you take up a lot of room in a relationship. And I was like, fuck you. And like, it wasn't a bad thing. Like she wasn't wrong. She's completely right. And I've said, I was the first person to say that I know I take up a lot of room in a relationship, in a friendship, in a family relationship, whatever it is. But I think, what's funny about it? You just call me fat?
What is this fucking podcast?
I know.
Jasmine's
This is why I love this podcast.
literal bug. Jimmy's crying. She's like, "Are you calling me fat?"
Murph goes,
I'm trying really
I
hard.
know. There's If anybody has Tourette's, it's
True.
make a fire. Mother's fatty. Mother's fatty.
Anyways,
But so when she said that, I think my guttural instinct was, of course, a little bit of defense, but it wasn't because I wasn't able to acknowledge that that's what the reality was. It's because I put so much fucking effort into making room for people because I know how much room I take. And maybe this sounds a little cunty, but if you're not using that space, what more can I do?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just my general
No,
question.
fair.
And maybe that's wrong of me.
It makes perfect
No,
sense.
it's
You know,
totally
like if
valid.
I'm creating half the space because I know I'm taking up so much that I'm putting effort into being like, okay, well, how can I make this more about them, or you know, push you in ways that I feel you push me, or whatever, and they don't take advantage of it, whoever it is, what more can I fucking do? And I think that's why I got so defensive. And I think I get emotional about it when it comes to our relationship because I know how hard I am to be with. And like that's the beginning and the end of it. It's like I know how fucking hard I am to be with. I'm outrageously emotional and I'm so all over the place and I have insane ADHD unmedicated and I'm afraid to get medicated because I don't know what that's going to do to me writing a fucking song. You know? And
you feel like it's going to take away like the creative.
and often
part of
people
you.
in the industry have said that they get medicated and then they numb out and they, you know, the entire reason I can write music is because I feel so fucking intensely. And so if I stop feeling so fucking intensely, what am I going to write about? And maybe it'll totally be fine. I don't know. I don't know the certainty behind that, but it terrifies me. So I'm unmedicated. And then, you know, in terms of being present physically and mentally, when I'm away, I'm fucking away and I'm away often. But then when I'm home, I feel like I'm not here because I'm thinking about all the things that I have to do before the next time I go away. Yeah. And it's like, how do you be with that?
Well, I am.
I know you are, but that's I think why I asked impulsively, you know, is that sustainable? Because it's one of those things that I'm so aware of it and there's certain things I can change and there's other things that I can't.
Well, I think that we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And if it ever becomes a point that I'm like, okay, I really feel like I'm lacking this and like I just would like more effort.
Yeah, you will tell me.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. And you have.
Because the thing is like if I'm not getting what I need to the point that I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not getting what I need, like you're gonna know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim, do you feel like it's like easy for you when like being in a relationship when Vic's coming to you being like, I need this to be changed or like I need you to do better at this? Do you feel like you're the type of person that like right away makes all the effort to try and change that, or do you find it like really difficult for you? Like, is it hard to find the balance?
I'm interested in your opinion about this too, and also your guys' opinion as friends. I think I'm the first person who's able to take accountability. Not necessarily in a room, but that just comes with ease to me. It's not necessarily easy. It's just like, okay, when I know I need to take accountability, I will.
Yeah.
And so if she comes to me and says like, you're doing this, I need this. I'm a big information person like you are. Like I need the information. And so I'll always ask like, okay, well, what about this is the problem?
Yeah.
And then I'll be realistic about things that I can or can't change. Like we've had many a conversation about things that she's like, I don't like that you do this. And I'm like, here's why I do this. And she's like, oh.
I feel like you're just a very big energy person and you pick and choose where to put your energy into. And if something comes up, I think it's just very circumstantial for you. Or something comes up and you're like, okay, I can put my I have the capacity to, I can put my energy into this, or you feel that it is like worth it or detrimental, then you will.
Yes.
And otherwise you just will not.
And the blessing and the curse behind that is that my opinion on that isn't necessarily, it's not a shared opinion necessarily around the room. Often because I'm able to communicate, I think, well, often we can get to a place in any of my relationships where at least we can like, not just like okay, agree to disagree. It's like a genuine, okay, agree to disagree. I think like one of the examples of that on my end is you hate when I say love you instead of I love you. And like, I remember like somebody in your family was like, yeah, I fucking hate that. And totally, to me, it's just not a big deal. And it's just not a fucking big deal to me. And this sounds like such a fucking excuse, and I'm sorry. I feel like people are going to be like, red flag. Every day, we talked about this with our ADHD last time we had that like heart to heart. Every fucking second of the day is like this noise in my head saying focus, and continuously pulling me fucking back. And it is the strongest pull away from everything, from every situation.
And like you literally can't fight it no matter how hard you try. Like when you're gone, you're gone.
It's gone. And you can listen, I used to meditate a lot and that did genuinely help. There's things that you can do, but every fucking second it feels of every day, at the end of the day, I'm so mentally drained because you're talking to me and my head will pull to, I have to remember to do this. And then I have to say, focus, just fucking focus. And then, and it's so exhausting
And then it's
draining.
like you're focusing on just trying to make yourself focus that you're still missing what they're saying because you're literally just saying focus, focus, focus. So you missed half the conversation.
Yeah, literally. And then at the end of it, you pray to God that it comes full circle so that you can contribute
and you're like,
to it.
I see. Like they spark notes it at the end.
Yeah, literally. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
And when that happens, because of that exhaustion, for me, I know this is contradicting because I just said that I am like, because I like pick my words wisely. But when I say love you, I mean I love you. And it's one of those things that like, to you, it's such a big deal. To me, it's so not a big deal, but I choose where I put my energy. That like, I have made an effort since then to say like, I just put the fucking I before it. Like, it's easy. But if I make that mistake, it doesn't create a fight between us anymore, because for me it's like that's not worth my energy. Like
so true.
The amount of times in a day where I'm like, I sound so gay. The amount of times in a day where like I'm sitting on the couch and Vic's over in the kitchen and I'm looking at her and I'm like, you're so fucking gorgeous, because I'm thinking about that. Like one of the few times in a day where I can actually fucking focus and I'm like admiring my girlfriend of 3 years beauty. That to me is where I put my energy.
Yeah.
And if I say love you instead of I love you, can we agree to disagree?
Yeah.
That's not important. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Among
like
other
you need
things.
like compromise on that. Like you'll do it when you can, but if it's not all the time, like
don't be mad
fault
at
me for it. Yeah.
In my opinion, and everyone could have a very different opinion about
and
that.
I feel like that's fair. Like if there's like, I mean, obviously I'm not in the relationship, but like
Basically.
if I see like you're making the effort and like it might not be all the time, but it's also like you're not gonna remember every time. Like that's not fucking realistic. So like if you see that there's effort and it's like one time you'll say it, one time you won't, like that feels like it'd be good enough. But I don't know, Vic, is it good enough?
It is.
Oh,
no, it's good enough.
like, no.
It is something that I like. I'm like, it's literally 0.2 seconds. But yeah, no, I mean, you also just haven't done it in a while.
But it's also
Anyway.
like sometimes like for you, for example, it's like the thing that you like are so conscious about, and like when it's also not like someone else's like top of mind priority, it's like so fucking hard because it's like it's not like they don't care, it's just like you don't think about it. You know?
No, 100%. And I think it was just, I think the last time it had happened, I was about to get on a flight. And I was like, can you just fucking say I love you? And what?
No, it's just, it's hilarious. I think it's interesting. Like, it's
hilarious.
No, it's
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
crazy.
No, I just, that's the perfect example of how interesting. Yeah.
So careful with your words there. You're like,
You're hilarious.
Tread lightly, Jimmy.
No, yeah. No, I think it's really interesting how this is the perfect example of like how to me, like squeezing in a love you, like as if you, like I guess the sentiment in my head, it says, it sounds harsher than I mean it, but like the sentiment in my head is as if you don't know how much I fucking love you. You know what I mean?
Like, is that the issue?
Yeah, like is it that you don't know how much I love? Is the I that important one time out of a million? As if you don't know how in love with you I am and that I want you to be okay on this plane ride. You know what I mean?
And like I guess that stems from like an insecurity that I had like been having of like I have been so candidly with Murph in the room. I've been having a lot of flight anxiety.
oh.
And
I was like, oh God, what did I do?
What I do now?
What did you do?
I've been having a lot of flight anxiety, and I think that in that moment, I just wanted the comfort of that, of like, if something fucking happens, like, I got that from her, and she got it from me, whatever. And like, I think that was where I was like, oh, like, it just fucking sucks right now, because like, I had so much anxiety.
Yeah.
And like, so not to like completely veer the conversation, it was just a random story, but I surprised you in Edmonton. And the way that I was panicking on that flight, because I knew you didn't know what was happening on my end, and I was like, if something fucking happens on this flight,
I relate to that really
I
hard.
like you
I
would
do
have
really relate to that.
no like we would have no conversation, and like you kept calling me as we were taking off, and then I was like
I remember
sobbing in
you
the
saying
airport.
You were like declining her call, like you were like dodging.
Yeah,
it. You're like, oh, I'm in the
I was like,
bathroom or
oh
something.
yeah, like I'm
I'm making it seem like you were
diarrhea
explosive diarrhea, literally. Like, she was like, my stomach's so upset. I'm like, oh my God, she's like painting the bathroom right now.
But I remember, like, because you started
Romantic.
then texting me weird, and I was like, fuck, she's upset. And then I got on this flight, and you had gotten on a 14-hour flight, and all I had to do was think about the fact that, like, if something was gonna fucking happen, like, that's how it ended. And then I got to Toronto Airport, and I sobbed.
And like, it's crazy because, like, I guess this is the other part of it is like, sometimes like the inability to communicate, because when that was the first time we went to South Africa, and she didn't come. And on our way there, we had Wi-Fi the entire flight, every single flight. And on the way home, there was something wrong with the Wi-Fi in flight. So they told us that we were going to have Wi-Fi. And so I was in no rush, because we were like, it was so hectic getting on the plane, and we were just like,
and you're like, I got
figuring everything
14
out.
hours.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it was so hectic. And then for literally 14 hours, probably every half hour on the half hour, I was trying to get the Wi-Fi. And the flight attendant would come over, and she'd be like, we're restarting it. And like, trying to get it working. And so for the full 14 hours, I knew that she was anxious about it, but like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
And so it's the perfect example of like, there's an inability to communicate. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm just gonna throw this out there, and I know it has nothing to do with you. But I was texting your old tour manager, and they had Wi-Fi, so I was like, this bitch just doesn't want to fucking talk to me. I thought, because the way that you were texting me before you got on the flight, I was like, she's mad at me. And then they were texting me, so I was like, okay, there's Wi-Fi on this flight. So I was like, I don't understand. And then I was sobbing. And
Because I kept calling her, and you were dodging my calls. So that to me was like, I was carrying so many bags. I was like, we were heading to the gate.
So
to me, it was
chaotic.
easier for me to call. And then she wouldn't answer the call. So I was like, okay, I'll just text her on the flight. Like, it's not that deep. Like, to me, it was not that deep. And then it was that deep for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
My
stressful
bad.
as fuck.
So, like, it just sucked on both ends. But anyways, that was, like, just a side conversation
No,
that
it's
I
all
wanted
relevant.
to add in there. But, yeah, like, it just had stemmed from all of this flight anxiety that I had been getting, that I was like, oh, like, I just needed that comfort in that moment specifically, especially, and I didn't get it, that I was like, why?
Oh my God.
Anyways.
Well, love you guys.
I love you guys.
so much, Vic.
Just turn around and
Did you kiss?
I wish.
No. Fuck.
But sorry that you cried.
That's okay. Crying is a healthy thing. I don't do it often, even though I have cancer.
I know. I'm shocked that you cried on the podcast.
I think we've all cried. As of now,
Minus Murph.
except for Murph.
I've
doesn't
cried
cry.
17 times, so.
Yeah, same. I almost cried when Jim was crying. I was just like looking at you. I was looking at the tears, and I was like, wow, you must be really
So
sad right
romantic.
now.
I've never seen that before. You must be real sad.
Yeah.
I
feel
cried
like
once, and no, maybe not.
You almost
You-
cried.
Oh yeah, you almost cried the episode where they were crying. You
Yeah.
kind of had.
Oh,
You
a little bit.
the road
yeah,
episode.
you had
Yeah,
some
yeah.
tears in your eyes.
Yeah. That was emotional.
Emotional.
Emotional. Very
Emotional
emotional
damage.
episode.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Do you think that you will ever be not a touch me not? Yeah, that grammatically works, right?
Was that a.
Occasionally, maybe,
Okay. Like
but not
consistently?
consistently.
Wait. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Like she's a touch me barely.
Yeah, but like.
wouldn't
no,
say
but I
like a
think
touch me
sometimes, like I've let Carly occasionally touch me.
Your dick.
Yeah, suck on my dick. No, not that.
I understand.
But a handy.
Handy for sure.
I'm sure there will be times where I will get
Allow it.
allow it. Well, I will get touched. Yeah, for sure. I'm not a full 100% touch me not.
Okay.
Obviously, because I like scissoring. But yeah, I probably won't love it. But maybe I will.
That's where I struggle because I'm like, I want to do it so bad, but knowing how uncomfortable it makes you, like, it makes me like so nervous. Like, I feel like there's been like the odd time where we're like, having
and
sex.
it's ruin the moment where I like give her the go ahead
And I'm like,
to do it, and then she's kind of like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Nope, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
She takes it away.
Yeah.
Like,
You're done."
But that's what's fucking hard is because like knowing as your fucking partner how deeply uncomfortable things make you. Like,
But you
it's
know
really-
me, and you know if I was deeply, deeply, deeply uncomfortable, I wouldn't have given you the go ahead.
I know,
Okay,
but it's
I
really
can get
hard
that.
in that moment because I get like
Totally.
I also get like because you don't like it, it's like an aggressive amount of pressure.
But if
on
I was
me
so
now.
not into it, I would have been like, "I'm over it."
The thing is, I
Yeah.
get that because when you give yourself too much time to think about it,
You overthink
you
it.
overthink it, and then you're
Yeah.
like, no, I don't even want to try this anymore. And then obviously for you, it's like,
Yeah.
are you positive?
I know.
But like, it's like
But
a
no.
worst mix
Yeah.
of emotion.
No, but I feel like I learned my lesson, and next time I'm fucking diving in. Like the next time you give me the go ahead, you won't even have a second to think, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
be all up in your shit. Like,
Yeah, it really
All
takes
up
away
in your
the
shit.
don't
All up
love
in your
that.
I'm gonna
Never
never
getting
get
the go
there, Leanne.
Mental note, never do it again.
Ruined all your
but-
chances.
You know what I'm saying?
But today, because normally, can I? Oh, I don't care. We can cut it if you want it. So normally, Carly and I, for the last little bit, when we want to have an orgasm or fuck, we just use the vibrator because it's like a quick and easy fix. And obviously, that's just how it is right now. And so here, we've never had sex in her house. But
Fuck.
we don't have the vibrator here, right?
You're 17 if you want to borrow one.
I
Never
feel
been
like
used.
that's. Oh,
Why
I
do you
was
have
gonna say, I
17
feel like
unused vibrators?
Because I get them in the mail.
She gets them gifted to her.
Oh, fun. But yeah, I was like horny today, and she was horny today. And then I was kind of like, well, we don't have the vibrator, so I'm going to have to get fucked. Not like orally, but like scissoring or fingers, because I'm like, something might have to happen. It didn't, but
Oh.
I was
That's
like,
like-
I was like,
fucking
it was
climax.
literally
that's
this
what I was
morning.
saying. But I was saying that
so
if
fucking horny.
we
I'm
didn't
like,
have the
please.
vibrator, that's when I would probably be not a touch me not. Like if we didn't have access to a vibrator and I was super horny.
So why not
We get
today?
home and our vibrator mysteriously disappears.
He's fucking burned all. What has happened to the vibrators?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So
I mean-
interesting. Why didn't you do it?
I laughed.
Great question.
Woo!
Well, it was like noon. Didn't have enough time. The room was
was so
infuriatingly
Yeah,
hot.
it was like a sauna in there.
Shut up. I love the AC. I want it at 18 degrees, and you won't let me. You want to put it at 21, and we're always gonna fight about it.
I would have it at 16 if I could.
Well,
Yeah.
Do you guys want the fan?
the fan on.
Oh,
Like, do you
Maybe
want
for
the
sure
fan?
tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'd be so nice. No, I
woke.
woke up at like 8:45 this morning, and the sun was. We had the curtains closed, but the way the sun was like beating into the room still, and it was so fucking hot. Like, you know when you're like, and your throat literally hurts from trying to like gasp for air. Oh my god.
Put it in the dictionary.
Yeah, and then I opened the door to go take Jax out, and it was like a wall of cold air fucking hit me, and I was
Probably
like,
felt so good.
I'm crawling out of the room.
The first time oxygen hit her lungs in 8 hours.
Which was really funny because when I walked in today, I like walked out.
What
I
are you
walked in and
saying?
walked out. No,
You're so careful with your words that you make no fucking sense.
You don't say any words.
You like walked out of our room and you were getting ready in the bathroom and Carly was like on the bed with her underwear
In purgatory.
and her t-shirt just lying
I know, and then
dying.
I was like, go in the room, and you stepped in the room, and you were like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
S. Amazing spelling.
brittle. I'm like, ugh.
brittle.
Brittle.
Yeah,
Your
like,
bones?
yeah, from lack of oxygen, I'm like on the verge of death. Like just brittle.
Can we get a nurse thing? Do your bones get brittle when you have a lack of oxygen?
when you're almost about to die? Do you get brittle?
Brittle.
Fragile?
I don't like it.
When you're almost about to die, yes.
That-
I'm not sure about the oxygen one.
Yeah,
Can't
like
confirm.
lack
That's
of, but
yeah.
lack of
next
Turns
round.
around. Yeah, exactly.
but lack of oxygen leads to death. No.
Okay.
Okay, the nurse confirmed.
Hence,
Brittle.
peanut brittle. Stupid idiots.
Oh my
The what?
God.
Oh
Jasmine, okay.
Oh my
no, let me
God.
tell you. Okay, so
Sorry, she separated my toes.
that's okay. There were some moments on the trip in South Africa that were a little bit stressful. Ouch!
Sorry, I pinched hard.
What the fuck?
Oh my God. You see that abuse?
Carly.
Never.
Why would you ever say that?
Because we all hurt each other.
You two hurt each other. Oh, I understand. No, never mind. I get it.
What?
Okay. So there were a few moments on our South African trip that were a little stressful, and we were hanging out in our room, and Jasmine was there, and we were all chatting, venting shit out, and out of nowhere we look over, and Jasmine had taken her eyelashes off and stuck them as a mustache.
You know those people? Hey nurse, what's the disease where people have the picking out their eyelashes and eyebrow hairs?
When you pick your hair, chirp. Starts with a T.
Trypophobia?
I don't know.
Tikka masala?
Anyways, besides the point,
Tuberculosis.
we really just the momentum of the story was right there. So she had the eyelashes as a mustache, and she goes, ho ho.
We were talking about something so serious, and our blood was boiling in the room, and you just look over. Ho ho.
Jasmine is the light at the end of the tunnel.
She truly is.
I love that. Also, it's called trichotillomania.
Oh my God.
Trichotillomania.
Trichotillomania.
That is a mouthful.
Why do they fucking name shit like that?
I don't
Yo.
know.
Literally.
Call my yo. Oh yeah, says you, idiot.
You did it wrong.
Oh, sorry, it's the other way. Yo.
No, that's not how you wear. You wear all the way to the side.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Cricket.
No, you definitely
it's
do.
Oh, you
all
did
the
today.
way to the
Yeah,
side.
you do
Yes,
do that all the
that's-
time. You're wrong.
You're simply wrong. We all look at you.
That was crazy to add to the argument. I didn't like it. We all look at you.
We all see you with our eyes.
Someone tell me I look sick. I look
Yo.
so cool. Yo. Do you want your foot up there?
Yeah,
You could use
can
your
I
words.
say something that triggers me a little bit? There's now 2 times where we've posted kind of about Mercedes topping me versus me topping Mercedes, and I think that I would top Mercedes more than she would top me, and I'm not just doing that out of like a defensive thing. Like I'd submit if I felt I needed to. But the internet thinks that Mercedes would top me.
Wait
Look
a
at our
minute.
legs right now.
If Mercedes were to transition,
Yeah.
would
You would let me
then
put my penis
top
inside
her?
of
No,
you.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
But remember, we had this conversation where you feel like more
would rather fuck a
submissive
man.
around men.
Yeah.
So maybe if
Good
Mercedes,
argument,
maybe
babe. Good one. That was a
right?
great one.
Thank you. So maybe you need to
Mercedes
think about that.
gets so feminine around me.
It's true. I have a picture. No, it's
Thanks,
it is
baby.
true. I have a picture of Murph cuddled into Jamie on the couch. Yesterday, you fell asleep like a sweet baby
And
angel.
what did
Put
Jamie
that on the
just
screen.
say? She said spooning is not feminine. So
No,
us cuddling.
I said it doesn't feel emasculating to me. I'm not saying that you are emasculated. I'm just saying she's just saying. Say it, babe. Keep going. You're doing great.
I think we would switch, genuinely. I don't think one of us would top the other. I think we would switch.
Can
I think we
agree
would
on that, please, internet.
We would submit
An essay.
when needed and be the aggressor when needed. We would literally just be
Punching each other.
driving. Mosquito.
So
Literally every
sexy.
5 seconds. Mosquito. Peck. Ow, you are clitoris. Jesus Christ. Maybe you went on somebody's clitoris.
Did you say clitoris? Do you say clitoris or clitoris? Ow.
Clitoris.
I
Clitoris.
say clitoris.
Clitoris. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I
think
avoid
I
it,
ever
yeah.
say the full thing.
Clitoris.
oh.
Clitoris. According to my calculations, the clitoris is here.
According to my clitorations.
Swallow. Swallow the saliva in your mouth. Ah! I hate saliva.
You would never want to sleep with me.
No, you
You've
drooled on
experienced
me.
it, yeah.
You both drooled on
I'm a
me.
big drooling guy.
I thought you meant have sex, and then I was like,
Yeah, 'cause
wait.
I'm
We all had
soaking
sex.
wet.
My bucket's up.
Why do we match it every
I don't
time
know, we're so in
without meaning to?
sync.
I'm so femme around you. I want you to disrespect me and degrade me, daddy.
This is why I filter when I say,
Nay. Nay.
oh my god, it's like,
You're a fucking
horse
zoo.
dolphin?
And no, I'm not calling you fat.
cow, which zoo animals? I bet only the big ones.
Cow,
elephant, bison.
Linebacker.
Did we tell you that story about the CFO?
Jimmy, I literally wanted to clip that you said so fucking bad
Which one? The
about
linebacker
the
one?
linebacker one. I thought that was so
Clip
funny.
it.
Should
What
I
one?
now? Oh my no, her story about the Grey Cup and like the
Because when
coming out as the linebacker.
Because when on CSN, you know,
That's a funny.
you're gonna have to go
story.
listen to that episode.
You guys are just always cheating on us.
I know, it's
Do
pretty
you know
fucked
what
up.
I mean?
Oh, actually, yeah. When I think about it, I guess.
It's not cheating if it's in front of you.
Is that how that works?
No, because remember the
100%.
last voice note where it was technically right under their nose? It was right in the next room. That was still cheating.
What?
Yeah, you guys are just
But
consistently
it wasn't
cheating
in front
on us.
of her. Okay, well,
Yeah,
how about
that
you
was-
cheat on us then? Cheat on us.
Make it even.
Please, make it even. We've kissed 6 times.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
No, I
For
think
sure,
it's
more
6.
than that.
No. You're wrong. I've counted.
Yesterday,
I'm keeping track.
we were having a party, and
The way you said that was also so
Stupid. Continue.
judgy.
Yeah,
and
rude.
We did our best, okay?
oh my god, I didn't mean like that.
No, that's exactly
Sorry,
how
I
it
just
came
made
up.
a party for you.
I just feel like saying that like as an adult, like we had a party is like
It
we
was,
had
it
people
was a
over.
seafood boil party. Yeah. It was seafood and tattoos.
Okay. So, anyways, we were
was a
having people
blast.
over yesterday, and everyone was sitting around the table, and they were all talking, and it was all funny. And then Jamie and I thought everyone was looking at us, and then we kissed. Not one
Kissed during
single
the
person
seafood boil.
was like, yeah, we had egg all over our mouth
Ew.
and Cajun butter, and we were kissing with our biscuits.
My word.
I feel like that's very different things. That's very different.
I never want to kiss anybody, specifically you, with my biscuits.
But not the plural with my biscuits.
How many biscuits you
Our
got?
biscuits kissed. We were biscuiting.
No,
And yeah, no one nobody saw us, and then we got to laugh about it.
What is happening to your voice box?
Don't talk about my box. Okay, please play the voice notes. Yes. Finish my sentence. Sandwiches.
We just try not to think about it.
Yeah.
My love for Vic
Frozen?
trumps germophobia.
You never seen Frozen? The song is we finish each other's sandwiches.
No.
You're stupid.
Why'd you say no?
Yeah. Maybe we should watch that later.
And little Nikki and I'm not gonna hit you.
Yeah. Okay, push up.
Look at the tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great intro, Vic.
Okay. We're gonna play some voice notes.
That's great.
Whatever. We're gonna play some voice notes.
Snow White.
And just enjoy.
Yeah, this is the personal question.
A personal question.
What you guys doing?
Giggling.
Oh my god. Okay. Here it goes. This is from Anonymous.
Anon.
So I don't have any embarrassing LGBTQ plus stories.
Lucky you. Rub it in.
But I just wanted to say that I have been a follower of you and Mercedes for a very, very long time. And recently, you guys started hanging out with Vic and Jamie Fine. And I am super pumped at this podcast. I enjoy it so much. I love it very much. And I love the honesty and just how fucking outspoken you guys are. So just keep it up. And I wish you lots of love and happiness. And continue putting out fire fucking content.
Fuck, I love her.
I know, that was
love you,
so
Anon.
sweet.
That was really
I
sweet.
freaking love you.
Thank you.
Did you see there was another voice note that came in? I think it got sent late last night or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we should definitely play it.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be asking for advice. Okay.
Start our own podcast. Kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding.
Hey.
Okay.
Who's this from?
Anonymous.
No. Anon.
Anon. It's from Anon. Maybe they want some advice.
Bully Anon. Guys, I'm brilliant. You were right about the IQ.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, here it goes.
Okay, let me tell you this story about a girl named Daphne back in my hometown. She was as ginger as they come. And she walked out and I thought, holy shit, I'm going to marry the shit out of that girl. And I thought she was a raging homosexual like I was, right?
Oh,
and
is
then
this a
all
girl?
of a sudden, we all walk into a fucking restaurant,
sound like
right?
it.
And I go to the bathroom. And she follows me into the bathroom, and I go to the stall, and then see what the bathroom looked like was, it was one stall, just one stall. And she follows me into the bathroom, and she says, hey, I'm not gay. And I said, I didn't even ask you if you were gay. And she said, but I felt and I sensed it, that you wanted to marry me. And I walked out of the stall being absolutely, utterly fucking devastated that she read minds. I've never seen that in person before. So I'd like a little bit of advice on how to deal with a non-lesbian mind reader. Also, I'm an absolute fan of your podcast, specifically Jamie. Think that she's absolutely fucking brilliant.
Who in the background said, are you Scottish or Russian? What a fucking idiot. Obviously, she was Scottish. He was Scottish.
Oh, it is 3 a.m., folks.
Anyway, cheers, queers.
Cheers, queers.
Oh, but I don't know. I'm not your therapist.